We're going to learn about the top 5 easiest countries to start a business in. Now, this report was actually done by the World Bank International Finance Corporation. All right, so we're going to start at number 5. Number 5 is Korea. Now, the good thing about starting a business in Korea is it's actually the number 1 country to get electricity to your business. Now, what the World Bank says is that there's actually only two steps to starting this business, and that it takes about roughly 4 days, and the startup costs are roughly $45 plus taxes. Now, that is actually pretty good when you look at starting a business in the US, where it can cost roughly about $750. So starting a business there seems to be pretty cheap for any of you people who live in Korea. Number 4 is Hong Kong. Now, this study points out that the country is actively making regulation forms in the areas of cost and minimum capital that can help foster startups. Now, it's only 2 steps, takes only about a day and a half, and costs roughly $260. Again, a still pretty good price considering of all the other places in the world that cost more. All right, number 3 on the list, we got Denmark. Now, Denmark is number 1 in trading across borders. It takes about 4 steps, roughly 2 days time, and costs around $100 US dollars. Again, those costs are really good. Those are really low because starting a business here in the US can be quite costly and a lot of hoops to go through, a lot of different things. All right, number 2, we're moving on. Singapore is number 2. Now, Singapore boasts relatively quick process for getting construction permits and registering properties, and also has easy access to credit. Now, it's a 3-step process, takes roughly 2.5 days, and costs about $270 US dollars, so still pretty good. All right, and now we're gonna go move on to the number one place in the world to start a business, New Zealand. According to the study, the one-stop shop approach, where most of the government agencies that a startup needs to be linked online, keeps the country on top. Only 1 step and less than a full day of work. And it's an online procedure that you have to do. And it costs about $150 US dollars to start. And it's also number 1 in ease of doing business, starting the business, dealing with construction, registering property, getting credit, and protecting minority investors. So, New Zealand is the number 1 country to start a business in, which sounds pretty good to me. Let's see here. Okay, a few honorable mentions. We have the UK. I have some friends in UK. Number 7. And here in the US is number 8. Like I said, it costs about on average $750 to start that business here. And it has 6 different steps, which is a lot more steps than all the other countries that we already listed off in the top 5. And takes roughly about 5 days. The US also ranks number 2 in getting credit to start that business, while the UK only takes 4 steps and roughly 5 days, costs about $20 US dollars, it says. So there you go. If you want to go ahead and check out all the rankings, all the countries, you can go to doingbusiness.org/rankings. You can check that out for yourself, see if your country's on there, because I know we have listeners all over the world.